So guys, since the dawn of time, Musume has been one of the most memorable shows of all time. Last year, 12 episodes of Musume, and we finally had everybody at a war of what monster girl they like. We had people who like Miia, we had people who like Centaur, we had people who like Pappy, Sue, Mero, Rachnia, Lala, or the rest of the Mon Squad. Now I, for one, am a Centaur lover. I love Centaura. Though, the horse girl. I love Centaura. Not because of her boobs, because of personality. Now, I'm sure everybody here like Miia, Pappy, and all the others. But the thing about this was that we had a good summer watching Musume. And I'm sure everybody who watched anime reviews and watched the show, both censored and uncensored, loved it. And then we had a series where it's just monster girls hanging out at just showing what they do in the house. Now, you think to yourself, what can be better than watching monster girls doing what they do in the house? We need an OVA. And boy, do we got an OVA. Now, I like to point things out with this live reaction review of Musume OVA because this OVA was legit. This OVA was fan service at its best. For guys who want to unzip their pants and start grabbing a lotion and start watching Musume, because I know everybody has done it since the first episode. Now, this OVA is one of the fan service of them all. We got back our fan service, everybody. And I'm sure your fans love this so much. So, in this reaction review, I gotta be honest with you. This has gotta be the funniest one I've ever seen with the Monster Girls. So, in this review of this OVA, I want to point things out that they taken this idea from the manga. Now, if you guys have read the manga of Musume, you already know that they took the sports manga series. Well, not the sports series. They took one of the chapters was when they went to the gym because they were fat, and after reading that chapter, you think that's a little too short. So what they did is, we're gonna take that chapter, put it into this anime, and just make it more casual, make it more funny. We need more characters to be in this, because think about it, you didn't have Lala in this chapter. So what better way to do it than you put her in it, or the Mon Squad. And that's what happens. So, and then we just introduced a character named Polt, which is everybody's favorite. Now, if you guys don't know Polt, she's the one that's just running in the background. I'll give you an example. The date with Darling and Monaco. Now, if you guys remember that correctly, Polt is in the background jogging. But if you pause it correct, now I know some of y'all don't see that, but if you backtrack that episode and watch it from the back, you'll know that's Polt. Now, there was a lot of fan service there with the show, with the nipples and everything. Yes, fan service galore! And you can't argue with that. That's what we want. I mean, just think about it. If this OVA has censored, I know everyone would be pissed about it. Now, introducing every character, the opening stays the same. The only difference is, where's Lala? Come on, guys, where's Lala when you need it? The opening, they didn't show it. But they did it anyway when you add Lala at the end with Darling-kun eyes open. And I don't mean wide eyes open like Darling has. I'm talking about full eyes. We haven't seen his eyes in so long. I mean, how rarely do you see his eyes how often do you see his eyes? That's a good question. How often do you see his eyes? Now, everybody's just showing up, doing their physical exams, checking out their bust size, and then they fat. So now they go into the gym and they meet Polt. Now, Polt is very energetic, and I don't have a problem with her, but she's shaking hands so fast, it's like she's doing, and especially when she did it with Lala's head, she giving her head, if you know what I mean. So now we're showing the gym equipment with everybody, and then you introduce the Mon Squad themselves that's there hanging out, including Mrs. Smith, who's just lazy. Now you see everybody's chilling. I mean, you see Tio picking up the weights that she's done and just like, you even got you even got Zombina picking weights, but then her arms broke. But she's a zombie, so what can you do? And you got Doppel cheating ass with her hair just like, and you got Monica doing the grips. So everything was just like regular gym work that you guys do on when you go to Planet Fitness. But what happens when you put a little fan service in the mix? And that's when everything gets out of hand. Like, for example, look at Polt licking Monica's eye was so fan service at its finest. She getting turned on because Monica's eye was like contact, but when you pulled it, it's like a little condom. That's not funny. And so many jokes, so many acts, so many funniness happened in this episode. It makes you wonder just how good you could keep going with this. And everybody in their cute bikini outfits, chilling and everything, especially Teal's boobs. I mean, you know, we haven't seen uncensored boobs in a long time for Teal, but looking at her size, I'm like, damn. I mean, Teal's like top 10 favorite in my book. I know Centaurus won, Zombinus too, but damn. So since I realized that Teal boobs is that big, that means Teal's is first, Centaurus second, Arachnia's third. I'm not counting the mothers. Spoiler, I'm not counting the mothers in the manga. But those three, I'm gonna understand that. So, with so many fan service and the action was so intense. Matter of fact, the action was just Mero and Miia swimming. And I'm saying to myself, Miia, what are you doing? You're like my least favorite monster girl, but you're going against Mero, who's a swimmer. You're swimming in a chlorine pool. And you're literally, you think you could beat her in a swimming race? You try so many cheating ways, and like wrestling, you try so many cheating ways to get a title, but you're trying to swim, you're trying to outrank a swimmer? You're stupid for that. That's like saying, oh, I could beat Centaur in a race. Even though Centaur could kick your ass. That's just stupid. Now, and I want to say this. For this show, for have a great OVA, it was exciting to watch. Especially Centaur winning the match, and Shiva War was just holding her hand. Which was cute. I ain't gonna lie. Now around that show they did some kind of yoga pose, like the dove scene like this, whatever. But if you look at everybody trying to do it, it was funny. Not to mention Miia doing her pose that looked like shit. I mean, literally, when she does the pose just imagine the pose like this with Mia's tail wrapped around it. It looked like shit. I'm not kidding. It does look like shit. So everybody got turned on. Like I said, for this episode, it got people turned on, watching everybody in their bikinis, watching everybody in their shorts, watching everybody swimming and showing off their legs and showing off their bikinis, and everybody's favorite monster girls in their bikinis. You know that this show was funny to watch. So in this OVA, I gotta say, great job. And this will prove that we all want season 2 of Monster Musume. I'm pretty sure it's going to come out next year. Let's hope so. That I'm sure everybody wants to see their favorite monster girls back with a whole lot of fan service and a whole lot of uncensorship that I'm pretty sure everybody understands. So, this OVA was pretty, I'm not saying good. I meant awesome. So, this is like one of those OVAs you can watch over and over again for the laughs. Like me. Forget the fan service. Like me. If you read the manga. So that's it. Anyway, so if you guys want to see Monster Musume again, this is your chance. Watch the OVA to remember the good times, not the bad. So that's it. And this is the end of the OVA Monster Musume. If you guys want to watch it again, watch it again. If you guys want to watch 12 episodes back to back, binge watch that with your lotion and all that. But other than that, the OVA was great. A+ on bringing it back. So, OVA, great job.